Jack Fulman, Chase Speaker lead Cam to a win over Fremont-Mills. Gentlemen, I mean, man, that they gave you guys their best shot, and you guys are able to hold on for the win. Chase, we'll start with you. What are the thoughts on tonight?
I think, we started off really slow, obviously. We put up 0 points in the first quarter, a lot of turnovers the whole game. And, we battled some adversity. We had, some problems with inside our own team, but we overcame that and, played a hard game and we came out on top.
Jack, what are your thoughts on the win tonight?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Chase. Struggled a lot in the first quarter. Yeah, like you said, had some turnovers. I had a fumble, so that's something I got to clean up. But, yeah, I definitely battled through some adversity against a really good football team like Fremont. So.
Chase, knowing the talent that you guys have, how much of it was like, hey, we just got to weather the storm. Eventually, we're going to make a play, and we're going to be right in this.
That's a lot of it. We've started out slow a lot this year, and we've had a lot of hard halftime talk saying we need to pick it up, and we went in the halftime room and we had a hard talk, and we came out and we played a way better second half than the first. And props to them, they played a really good game, and they definitely got us in the first half. So yeah.
Defensively, they stymied you guys early, definitely in the first half. What were they doing that they kind of made you guys have to adapt on the fly?
Well, they like they said, they were throwing a lot of stuff at us. They were trying everything they could, which it was working early. So then we started, running plays in, and that was working for us because we felt they had a read on us. So we just started running plays in, and then we just cleaned up some turnovers too, and that was big. And we brought a lot more energy in the second half than the first, which always helps. Energy's big, so.
Big rushing touchdown, gives you guys your first lead of the game early in the fourth. Take us through that play.
So we had a motion, and they were moving over with it. And then it was direct snap to me right up the hole, and it was wide open. It was a huge hole. Our line did a great job with that. And then I just had one guy to get, and it was a safety, and I kind of did a little move, and he got me, but I stayed up, and we just scored. And then we had a huge, a lot of energy going there. After that, we had a huge celebration. It really picked us up and defined the rest of the game.
I know when I had talked to you at the start of the year, you had mentioned that you wanted to have more of a presence in the ground game. I know the final numbers didn't stick out, but speak to what you've been able to do with your legs tonight and throughout the year.
Well, last year, obviously, I had negative yards rushing, negative 40, 50 out of a lot, not positive. So obviously, you always want to turn that around because you don't want to be that bad. I think last year was just me kind of getting back into football after a big injury, and now, I recovered and I'm ready to use the legs. I'm getting stronger, and that's a big part is when, you have a QB that can run, then you can't commit just to the pass, so it opens up a lot more things.
Thoughts on the passing game tonight?
We threw a lot more than we have all year, and it was just – they were shutting down our run game pretty well a few times. So, props to them for good defense. And then when they're bailing out on the run, it opens up the pass. So that started working. And Jack, great play in the end zone to, that's not all me. That's, the guys around me. So the line did good, holding up, and we had guys make great plays on balls. So.
Yeah, Jack, I want to ask you about that. That's a big situation. They get the ball, and they've got a chance to go down and score and take the lead. But, 3rd and 14, and you're able to show off the ups for the touchdown and double coverage at that. Take us through that play.
Yeah, it was a pretty good play call. We done it a few times before, and it was working pretty well for us. So, yeah, it was a pretty big down. Just ran my route. Speaker threw a great ball and just went up and got it.
Jackie's out there somewhere. Toss it up.
The defense tonight, shuts them out in the second half. I know you were a part of that. Speak to the defense and what you guys were able to change.
In the first half, they were kind of switching some stuff up on us, and so we kind of played chess with them, switched some stuff up on them, and it worked a lot in the second half. So, yeah.
7-0. Obviously, it's been a great year. How do you guys try to make sure this isn't like the peak?
Just clean up the mistakes. Like we said earlier, 4 turnovers is not really acceptable. Like I said, one of them was on me, so I got to clean that up. And I think most of the guys have the same attitude. We just got to clean up the mistakes.
Chase, what are your thoughts moving forward?
We just need to lock in a lot more. We got nothing but big games coming up now. We're entering postseasons. Got to cut down on turnovers and dumb penalties. Just stuff like that. We know we're a good team, so we can't make dumb mistakes all the time. And yeah.
All right, Coach. I know, as a coach, naturally you're going to find things to kind of, take away from tonight that you guys could have done better. But, man, what a resilient win. Tell me about tonight.
Well, a win's a win. I was very, very proud of our kids, and you said it right off the bat is resiliency, and that's what I told the kids here in the post-game huddle is, way to be resilient, way to come back, way to fight through some adverse situations. I mean, I think it was, 2018, I think, all the way to the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden we kind of explode there a little bit, but I thought our kids did a nice job. They responded. They got the momentum back. We always felt that the momentum wasn't even shifting our side, and everything that we wanted to try to do, then it was just like, oh, here we go again, but you can't turn the ball over 4 times. And I think I said this to you at the very beginning of the week. Turnovers and penalties are going to make a big difference in this, and if we cut down on the turnovers, we cut down on the penalties, then it's, who knows, but credit goes to FM. I mean, Jim and Chris, was what a fun game to watch, and the excitement and the emotion, and it's just fun for high school teams to kind of do some of this stuff.
I know, like as a coach, blowouts probably are easier on the blood pressure and stuff, but to have a game like this where you get thrown to the fire and you have to learn, how big is that?
Oh, I thought it was huge, and our coaching staff even said that over the headsets. This was big for us, just to kind of go through some of these situations and what to do, what not to do, and just kind of calm our nerves, because the minute that you get so uptight, things start to fall a little bit, and that's exactly what happened to us. But once we started to calm the nerves and just started to play, you can kind of see that towards the end of the ball game, speed started to take over, technique started to take, and that was fun to watch. Offensively,
what stood out to you tonight?
Just keep chipping away. I thought our interior guys did a nice job, but I think, for the most part, they did some nice things as far as taking some things away from us. But I thought our passing game was pretty good tonight. Just kind of that high percentage, and then all of a sudden, Jack making that play down here in the end zone. That's just an athlete making a play, and especially coming back from his shoulder injury and stuff like that. It was just a great kid making a play.
FM's a very physical offense, and defensively, you shut them out in the second half. What kind of adjustments were made? What kind of change for your defense in the second half?
Well, I could probably tell you what the change was, but it's very, very simple what we did. And I got to give credit to the coaching staff that we have. I mean, Jay Eden and Nick Kaufman and Luke Simmons, I mean, they do a wonderful, wonderful job. And, when you have a collective coaching staff like we have, they were awesome tonight. And my hat goes off to those guys because, I mean, even the simple adjustments that we make defensively, it was just a matter of, hey, we're going to change our front one way or the other. And I thought our kids came a little bit better in the second half regarding just their overall urgency. I think that was big.
7-0. I mean, 1 week left in the regular season. How do you guys try to make sure like this isn't the kind of peak or the highlight of the season?
Well, I don't think it's the peak or the highlight of the season. I think it's just, hey, this was this game this week, and we come out of here with a win. And next week, we'll just 1 week at a time and see what we got, and hopefully we can be 1-0 after that one. That's been our mantra though the whole entire year is let's just be 1-0 after the week.